Was he on it?
Young Logan.
Yeah. Nice kid.
He's lovely, and he actually started interviewing me.
Yeah, that's funny.
He was sitting here and was late at night, and he just started talking and talking and talking.
He's a nice kid.
And we just like, I actually asked him, okay?
Yeah.
That's, by the way, an accident. I did not meant to get, what do you call it, escalator cups.
Oh, tell me, you should say that's on purpose.
Well, everything is with the skulls, but I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, you should say that's on purpose.
You should hear me last night whenever you messaged me coming today. I was driving, nearly crashed in Hollywood. It's like fun of my brother. Well, the fella we met on podcast, he's a brother to me now. And I said to him, "You working tomorrow 11? Why? Are you? Why? What is it? Fuck up, are you? Well, yeah, but I'm not working, but I'm going somewhere. Why? I'm gonna need you to mind the kids. Why? Rhys McKee's coming. Fuck. Okay, listen, I'm gonna try to cover with the mechanic. I'm gonna come down. Give me 2 seconds."
Yeah.
And I phoned the next door neighbors. And she says, "Yeah, I'm gonna stay with kids." Then I phoned Vicky, say, "Listen, Rhys is coming." And Vicky said to me, I take kids with me, so don't worry.
Yeah,
about
okay.
Like, oh,
okay. You had it all covered.
yeah, I was sweating in the car.
That's good. It's good. I'm glad to be here. Glad to do it. Because I know we said for a while.
That's a year in progress now.
Yeah, we said for a while, and like I'm often a man of my word. Like it's, if I say I'll do stuff, I'll do something.
The problem with me was I'd never want to ask you.
Yeah, no, I get that. Because and I even feel like when we did do our little podcast run myself, it was like there's so many people I wanted to do, but I never wanted to bother them and be like, "Oh, will you do this podcast?" But people love it. Like people who are in that space.
Yeah.
Like I love. Like I'm glad to do podcasts. I like doing podcasts. Could have a chat.
Because first time you told me you hate talking.
Hmm.
So you hate interviews.
Yeah, but I think like sometimes if you catch me on a bad day, depends what day you catch me. Like sometimes I hate to talk. Like if it's like 5 weeks in the fight camp, yeah, probably not the best time to do a podcast.
No way.
But like times I guess like in between, yeah, it's fine. You know, time and a place.
Time and a place, and especially you like have a wee bit time off at the moment because soon we can't tell when, we can't say when, but soon is your birthday.
My birthday.
Yeah. Soon, isn't it? It's like 10th of September 1995.
Yeah, many days. It's very soon. You have time to get my present.
No.
Yeah,
not
very
yet.
soon.
I will bring something to Academy. I hope I'm gonna be okay because it's doing my head in. I signed for another fight. Don't know why.
When?
November.
Here, talk me through your coffee. What is it?
Oh, this one is a hazelnut coffee.
Nice.
But it's no flavors in it except it's made with hazelnuts.
Yeah, nice.
And it's nothing, no milk, no sugar, nothing.
Yeah, nice.
And it's easy to drink. Do you take milk in your coffee?
Both. I take like sometimes yes, sometimes no. Like this morning I had a coffee with milk. No, one with no milk. It's fine. I can't like some people like can't drink it without milk. I'm not like that.
I don't mind, but whenever I have to impress somebody, I will drink black.
It feels manlier. I
never understood.
That is true.
My favorite hot drinks are with
marshmallows.
1.99 sweetener from B&M.
Oh yes.
Skinny something.
Just the taste of sweetener sometimes is hard.
Yeah, but see these ones, they were 1.99, and I drink them for 3 years.
Yeah.
Since I started losing weight. And I was like, oh, that's the best thing ever. Everything tastes so good with them. You can squirt a wee bit in a porridge or your Greek yogurt. I was like, oh, and they stopped producing them.
Oh, really? Oh, you should buy the company and bring it back.
No. First, I need to sign with like a big promotion, which is never gonna happen.
Oh yeah. What about the fight? Where did you say the fight was?
Shorts.
Oh, the Gladiator show.
No, Short Sports and Recreational. It's a boxing fight.
Oh.
So originally I was supposed to box for you in the fight project.
True.
3 years ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah, maybe two.
And the guy was interviewing Jordan. I was doing the commentating for him a few weeks back, and I was sitting there, so like, I don't really want to fight. Shando said to me, "No, you need to take a break. Not the break, but you need to wake up." Well, you sat there when I said all of it. I'm like, right. It's gonna be fine. It's just boxing fight.
Yeah.
If I have it, I have it. If I don't, I don't. I'm a made man, and I said it so many times. I'm happy with my life. I don't have anything to prove. So I'm not gonna sign contract with the professional fighting scheme. if I'm not good, I'm happy. If I can still train,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it just to prove myself. Is it something I want to proceed or not?
Mm-hmm.
But as I know myself, I'm gonna keep doing it till I probably hurt myself very badly.
Yeah, the box.
Sense?
Yeah, and it's like it's less risk. Like it is less risk. Of course it is. Well, like yeah, it is. It's less risk for now. Obviously, professional boxing is a different thing, but like,
100%. But some guy said to me, "Yeah, see, boxing is way more dangerous than MMA."
yeah, and that's what I mean. Like yeah, it is, but like you know, not always. Like the Fight Project's not a danger show. Like it's relatively people young in their career, so it's not like you never see people getting really badly injured.
Well,
Touch
tell
wood.
me that. So you because you opened the Fight Project for young
Mhm.
people to start off to help. Because as I read this, I done my homework so bad. You love to help people,
Yeah.
build the confidence, and help them get out there.
The Fight Project. So it started. We had the gym in Kilray. Do you know where Kilray is? No, Kilray is like a really like a town in the middle of nowhere.
I
Like
know Korean.
yeah, Kilray is close to Korea and it's on the way. So we had like this. We got this gym in Kilray. Kind of accidentally opened a gym. Like this unit came up and a guy was getting rid of a gym and it was like a really good opportunity and done it. And then so there's a gym called RMK Training. Obviously, I'm RMK, and then the the boxer or the fighters were coming in. They were doing MMA, a bit of boxing, a bit of everything, a bit of fitness, and then the Fight Project just came as an idea to take people in, train them up for a few weeks, and give them an experience. And at the time, I felt like, well, I'm pretty good to give an experience because I know what it should feel like. So we kind of built that, and we've done 10 shows now. So that was kind of what the Fight Project is or was. We're kind of looking to go a different way with the Fight Project now, which is exciting, but it's in the works. So I don't really know if it's going to look like the same as what it has looked, but I know the Fight Project is like has the potential to be a really big thing.
Yeah. Because everybody knows Fight Project.
Yeah. But I just think I think where it's at now. So like, I'm kind of the type of person like when something stops scaring me. Like, so I used to like lose sleep the night before the Fight Project because I'd be nervous. I wanted it to go so well, and you wanted this to work and this to work. And then when I stopped being able, or when I started being able to like just not stress, the show just ran as easy as it could. I was like, this is boring me a bit. I just wanted it more exciting. So we're going to mix it up. We're going to bring a bit more stress.
A wee bit more stress.
Just no, I just feel it has to be a bit more unknown. When you've done 10 shows, pretty much the same way, pretty much the same format. Like, I mean, a lot has changed, but for me, it's not as exciting as it was. So, I'm a sucker. I need to be excited about something so I can get everybody else excited.
Oh, 100%.
So the Fight Project, it's not done, but it's going to be different.
Well, I heard somebody said, I think it was one of the Polish shows, if the show's going longer than 5, if it's more than 5 shows for the same brand, they made it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of true because you see so many of them popping out.
Totally.
First 2, 3, big money spent. It's like, oh,
totally.
it's not coming back.
Yeah, and it's the same for like even like podcasts like yourself. It's like if you can get over, I think the number is like 20. I think it's 21 episodes. If you get over 21 episodes, then effectively
You're 31.
I'm 31.
Actually, you're 41.
Pity I wasn't 21, and then I would have been like, oh, how does this work?
I was circling you for like 30, but to be honest, it's because of people like yourself. Was 2 people I always want to talk to, but never had the cojones to do it. So it was you and Storman.
Yeah.
And I was like, start training with Andy Young.
Yeah.
And come down for 2 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. And I rocked in after watching too much Cage Warriors, after watching and listening too much and watching the Kimbo Slice in the bag. You're like, I want to scrap. I want to try it. Rocked in with Ginger.
Yeah.
And second time we were actually going on holidays. And just whenever we're leaving, you arrived to the gym. I'm like,
this was in Andy's?
Yes, back in Bangor in Hollywood. In Bangor in Hollywood.
Yeah, I remember the day. I know when you're talking about.
And I was like, that's not him. That's not him. I'm just walking past like, that's not Rhys McKee. And I walked out and somebody messaged the group chat, that was Rhys McKee, and they were all taking pictures. And they're like, I watched that guy on TV.
That's funny.
That wasn't him. Fuck. I was like, ah. And I sit in the car and I was gutted. Didn't want to say anything to Andrew.
Do you remember how many years ago that was?
That was whenever Andy had the gym upstairs. That was
Yeah, so
before they changed, before they have a
so
cage.
that was the very same day I got signed to UFC for the first time.
Yes.
So because I remember it was after that day, that literally about 2 hours later I got signed to the UFC, which is funny, isn't it? Like it's funny that like because that's how I remember that day.
I thought you were gonna say, I remember you walking out.
Yeah, that's funny. Like yeah, Andy's a good guy. Andy's one of the good guys.
Andy was here as well. Andy
Was
was
he?
my first MMA coach.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay,
Him and
cool.
Arno.
Yeah, Arnold's another great guy. Two great guys. Both doing such great things now. So
They have both good schools and there's a few good prospects. I have Max Mahafer here.
yeah,
He's brilliant.
there's so much talent. Like Arno was up in the gym. I trained with some of his students like a few months ago, and like so talented. Like the game is changing so much. Like, I feel like if we were talking a wee bit before, like 100% yes, I've done so well in the sport and whatever position I'm in, but like the level of the sport now would like if I was to reverse my skill now, like I feel like there's really like high level amateurs at the same skill I am. Like maybe not under the bright lights, but like skill for skill, like the level is so high. Like in Fight Academy, like there's amateur fighters there that school me. Like
actually funny you saying that. I don't think you will remember him. Was a Polish guy trained with us, Iger. Coloring tattoos. Not as Eamon, but lots of tattoos on his face. Always wearing Ascari stuff.
Yeah.
Lovely fella. I think he used to be a kickboxer and he joined IFS not too long ago. And I saw him yesterday and have a wee yarn and I said, you join IFS? Like, how is it? It's like very family orientated.
Yeah.
Very like
Yeah.
close by. I was like, lovely, and that's what you proceed. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, of course.
He says, see you at an academy. Amazing club, amazing people, but it's all high level.
Yeah.
If you wanna find out your shit, you go to academy, you learn really quick. You think you're good, you're not.
Yeah, and
sorry, you are good.
Yeah.
But there's people who just eat you alive.
And I think it's hard because like, if you were asked the boys like Shando or Pat, like how they wouldn't like that because I know for me personally, like I would like people to be able to come in any stage and be like still find it's their home, so but it is right at the same it's right at the same time, but I don't know. Like I still think there'd be somewhere for them people.
Yeah.
Fight team sessions, probably not the one. Like but there's the right session
No
there.
way.
There's the right session there for them, like some
Yeah.
of the choir ones. So, but like at the same time, some people don't even like training in like the same places where them people would train because that would be intimidating. Like as we all know, it's intimidating. Like I still be intimidated if Paddy's in the week before his fight, I'd still be not intimidated, but like I would still feel the nerves of the setting. So like you imagine somebody that like has no fighting skills. Yeah, it's going to be very nervy.
Like the same thing I said to Sean McCormack whenever he was here, because you're my second PFL agent now. I said to him like, it's the times whenever we have a sparring session and Sean will say like, oh, you go with him, you go with him, you go with him, and he always picked the big guys for me. And I see some of those guys go on and have a fight in a few weeks. And I feel really bad, so I prefer to sit down and don't train because I feel like I'm taking the round away from them.
Yeah.
It's like I waste their time because my skill level and their skill level is like I basically give them a rest round.
Yeah, not like I know what you're saying. Like, and I've been there. I've probably been at both ends of that, but like never once have I like sparred like maybe like a lower level guy and thought this is a handy, easy round off, because there's always stuff you can learn. Like if you're going with someone that's maybe not as like skilled or maybe not as good in a certain area, you can make it hard enough. And like say for example, you could be heavier than me, and I would just make you go in them positions where I'm working harder. Like so, nobody's ever like a rest round, or you should definitely never feel bad about it.
Always
Not.
do.
And another thing is you trust your coaches that much that they would never put you in. Like trust me, if there's people that are no point doing a round with, you wouldn't do a round with them anyway. So, you trust the boys and know that if they're asking you for something, it's for a good reason.
Well, I trust Shando and I trust Pat.
Felt like you're about to say someone you don't trust.
No, it's not that. Like we have that. People have that perception of Pat and Shando create the gym, and they are the top dogs of the sport in this country, right? They are they're the dog balls. That makes sense. But then we have so many other coaches, so many that are pretty much same level.
Yeah.
Like you have Adam. You ever see the video Adam taking pads with Big John?
Don't think so.
You know the height of Big John.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
With Adam's hilarious.
Adam has to stand like that.
Yeah.
And I said to Adam, like, what do you want me to bring the ladders or something? He says, my shoulders were sore after.
Yeah, John is massive.
It's just
He's huge.
And
very talented.
Very talented, lovely guy. And such a strong kicks. I think he put me down like a dozen times just with like a stupid knee or stupid kick to his stomach. Like, okay, I can't go down.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's a big boy. Same as Percy.
Yeah.
I spoke with Percy a few weeks ago in Hollywood, hoping he's gonna come back.
What's his situation?
Oh, he's diving in China.
As you do.
He's a diver, like a scuba diver, but as recreational. I do believe so.
Yeah.
Like he's an amazing guy.
Yeah, he is a really nice guy.
He was here in my house after some sparring session, because prior to I bought the barbecue, I had a cold plunge pool, which I bought myself as well, which was just a big drum of water and just jump in it.
Yeah, perfect.
And he come down after one session, like one heavy Sunday session.
Yeah.
Just jump in and spend some time with the kids. And the kids loved him.
Yeah.
Because it was just like...
Yeah, big boy too.
And then Sean O'Hagan rocked in and my son just looking, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, a lot of big boys in the gym, you know.
Sean O'Hagan wanna try to train with us.
Yeah.
He said to me, you will bare knuckle fight me? It's like, no.
Yeah, definitely not.
No. He says, you would. So like, I probably would. It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
But I'm stupid. 170 kilo guy who's 7 foot.
Yeah, maybe not. Leave that one out.
Leave that one out. The guy who can actually squeeze the apples.
Yeah.
And just destroy them. Like, don't get me wrong, that's all like nice gimmicks, nice tricks. But the strength is there. That makes sense.
Totally. Yeah. You have
One
to
round punch, you just thinking like, is the city real or is just I see my brain just leaving the body?
Yeah, no, I get you.
Tell me that. You from Ballymena, but you don't have that strong Ballymena accent.
Thank goodness.
No, and you don't say hey after every sentence.
No, I grew up in a town like 20 minutes from Ballymena called Randallstown. So
I was there. Randallstown.
Yeah, Randallstown. I was there and then like maybe lived there 14 years and then moved to Ballymena. And then I suppose like I spent so much time training around people from Belfast. Like I definitely don't have a Belfast accent. I probably don't have a Ballymena accent, but
okay.
What accent would you say?
What's the Belfast accent? Holy crap. That's 30 episodes I'm working on it. To actually ask somebody, I always forget.
Well, I don't know it. Well,
no. What's the Belfast accent? Which one is the Belfast accent?
Yeah. Well, if you're asking me to do it, I'm definitely not.
No, but see the Belfast accent. I said, like, what will be the most Irish, Northern Irish accent there is? And people say Belfast. I say, you go to West.
Yeah,
and you train the cattle.
Totally different accent to
East.
Yeah, I know.
You go South Belfast.
And then if you go a wee bit further out, like Bangor or like it's all different.
Yep. You go to Coleraine.
Yeah, totally different. So yeah, where's my accent? I don't know, somewhere in the middle, but
it's clear.
Yeah.
You have very clear speech. That makes sense. Like very.
Well, it's scary as a fighter because you don't want to not have clear speech. And sometimes I'm a lazy talker as well, so sometimes I like mumble, and people will be like, "What?" And I'm like, sometimes I have to actively like speak clearly.
See, being a blow-in from different country, moving here, you say and you mumble, people say, "What?" If you look, do yourself a task. If you ever go for a coffee with your wife, and you sit in a cafe, listen to people.
Yeah.
You will see even a couple that are married for 80 years. They'll be like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, true. That's fair.
People don't understand because we always try to speak so quick.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're very fast speakers.
Yes.
So I grew up in Ballymena. Pretty much like I had 13 years in Randallstown, moved to Ballymena, and I've lived there since. So I suppose I've lived in Ballymena for 17 years.
Because you're young. You're
Yeah,
1995.
30. Yeah, so I'll be 31 in like 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, 31.
I was already in P1 in Poland, which you're 7 to go to P1 in Poland.
Yeah.
Where our school system is a wee bit different than over here. But I was 7 whenever you were born. 8. I was actually 8 whenever you were born.
8.
My God, I feel old now.
No, so yeah, not 31. Well, 31 as of next week. But so yeah, Ballymena, I spent a lot of my life, and that's probably where we'll be forever. And Ballymena has been good. It's where I've like effectively created my career.
Yeah.
You know, have the gym in Ballymena. You know, I obviously trained in Ballymena for, you know, the first 13, 14 years of my life, and then obviously moved to Fight Academy, but still have such an amazing relationship with the gym in Ballymena. Like it's still home to me. Like, you know, the Rodney's like a dad to me. Like it's not like I never left that gym with a grudge or nothing like that. You know, I still actively call in the gym and see everybody. So it's a very important place, very dear to my heart. So it's not as if I've no need to leave Ballymena or I won't. Plus the drive is only like 40 minutes away, so Ballymena is it gets a hard rap, and you know there is like any town there's good and bad everywhere. So
I
you
never
know,
heard the bad rap except, hey,
yeah, I know, no, but like people, I mean, like it's like any town there's drugs and there's crime, but there's also good and there's
really? There's drugs, there's crime. Have you been in East
yeah,
Belfast?
exactly, it's everywhere. But you know, like I just mean some people be like, oh, this town's this and this town's this. Every town is everything. So
Let me go to Bangor,
yeah, of course, it's
where you
everywhere.
come down, where I met you first time, when I see you first time. You go across the road, you can see the guys pumping the freaking heroin in their veins right across the
Of
freaking train
course,
station.
yeah, exactly, it's
I was
everywhere.
like,
You know, so Ballymena, yeah, Ballymena's good. Like I don't mind it at all. And the gym's obviously there, like uh, my gym as well. So
your gym is called
Stealth,
Stuff. I tried to
STLTH. It's hard. It's hard, right? So when it when it was created, you know what the word stealth means, like stealth
stealth.
mode, like
Yes,
privacy and like. So, but it's obviously STEALTH, and then we just took a few letters out to make it look a bit more cool. But now it's hard because
everybody asking what is it.
sometimes I do struggle because people will be like, "What's it called?" And I'll be like, "Stealth," and they'll be like, or they'll maybe call it like STLTH, and I'm like, well, who would call a business STLTH? Not us. So I don't know. Maybe we should rebrand.
No, see, because for me it was I tried to do more homework last night, but I had to wake up today and do it today because I was working last night for too long, and sat there, it's like, right, and I tried to figure out in my head, is that just shortcut for something? Striking? No. Striking tactic? Oh no. What's it gonna? It doesn't add up. So
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna ask it because I will sit. I'm one of those brains gonna sit and try to figure the stuff out till I do it.
Yeah.
Like I was fixing the chain in work last night, which I shouldn't do it anyway. And I'm not a mechanic,
Yeah.
but I sat for 45 minutes, tried to fix the chain till I fixed it, and it's
Yeah.
actually working now. So I can't stop it. So I was
Yeah.
there. No, if I start doing that, you're gonna come down. I'm gonna still scribble down saying no, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So like stealth. So basically, when the gym was first created, it was so there was like 3 or 4 one-to-one coaches. Like I was doing my own thing. Coach was doing their own
Mark
thing.
R.
Mark A was doing his own thing. Mark R wasn't there yet. A few coaches doing their own thing, and so basically, it was just going to be a private training studio. So like we weren't going to call it private training. It didn't need a name really, but
Yeah.
at the time I liked the name Stealth because it meant like stealth mode, the whole like stealth bomber, like you know the privacy thing. So I thought that was a pretty cool name, and then so we kind of just realized one time that we were all doing the same thing, so we decided to work together more, and then you know, we became a small group training gym where we got like, so say for example, I was training you and Mark was training this person. You were both kind of doing the same vibe of session. So we were like, well, why do we just not all go in? So we all went in together, and that was fine. And then we're nearly open 7 years, which is crazy. Like, you know, I've technically had a gym for a decade. You know, I had the gym in Kilrea for just over 2 years. This one is approaching 7. So it's like nearly 9.5 years of being in charge of a facility. You know, it's crazy. Like it's crazy to think about that. But Stealth's a very good place. It's changed so many lives. You know, it's I was thinking about this actually thinking about it the other day. Like we recently had a new job, like a job offer, And a lot of gyms and like all over the world, like, and there's nothing wrong with this at all. Like they bring people in and everyone's self-employed and you get your own clients, you pay a bit of rent and you go, and but like ours is a bit different because we've give people like careers. Like we bring them in, we pay their pension, we
Yeah.
it's a proper employed role. Like there's people getting mortgages off
So
their.
it's no 0 hours contract
No, there's no. Yes, it's not a 0 hours contract.
because that's like pure slavery on the paper.
But like on paper, like, oh, everybody's offering jobs, and I'm not saying we're better or worse, but for me it's very important. What are we actually doing for the community? Not just clients, but our coaches. Like our coaches are getting mortgages off their job at the gym, and like I think for me that's like, I'm almost as proud as like what we're able to do, like employment wise, as what we are member wise, because I'm a dad, I have the house, like I know how important all that stuff is, and like in the fitness industry it's broken. It's a broken model of self-employed. Like
Yeah.
you work for me, but you're actually just self-employed and you're in a 0 hour contract, and it's no good to anyone. So
I'm friends with lots of personal trainers.
Yeah.
Especially I've been like a what you be called a gym whore.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going from gym to gym. It's one gym I'm always going to.
Yeah.
But I will swap the gyms. I will go do different beds. I will train with different people.
Yeah.
And lots of PTs said to me like, whenever they're unhappy, the first thing is like, mate, I don't have to be here.
Yeah.
I can go elsewhere. I can do whatever. I do get it. You want that independence, but also you build something at the gym.
Yeah.
You have that. For me, going to that specific gym, I'm going still with my wife. It's the community there.
Mm-hmm.
The people, the wee gossips. Like you come down as the same squad every morning.
Yeah.
And you all know each other.
Yeah, of course.
Come down, have a wee yarn. Okay, let's go for a coffee after. It's like community thing.
Yeah, I get you, of course.
More of a therapy than actually gym.
Of course, absolutely. Like the gym session is only part of it.
Yeah.
So
it's like people going to the pub.
Of course, yeah, it is.
I go and get beat up or go and
it's like a healthier version of that. Like, and for me, like my role in the gym has changed because the first 3 or 4 years I very much coached full time and coached a lot of, like, still done my training, my fights and stuff, and then as stuff's progressed, it's like I just really like I enjoy the running of the gym, and like I carry stresses.
The management.
Yeah, like I carry like stresses of like doing I do the wages, I do the the equipment that needs bought,
You do clerical work.
well, don't know what you call that, but
to me it's like all the paperwork, all the office work.
Yeah, well, the paperwork maybe falls on Rebecca, but like I definitely have like my own important role. Like as much as coaching's important, there's so much else that goes on. So I think everybody in the gym has their place and their role, which is important. Like it's good, like, because at the start it felt very much like a bit of fun. Where like when we actually, that's what I mean about when I look at the employment and stuff. Like it's a business. It's changed lives, not just clients, coaches too, and it's given a lot of opportunity.
Of course, and like you said, it's a business, but you bring something back.
Absolutely.
You give somebody like some goal.
Of course.
You're changing people's lives.
Of course, yeah. And it's cliche and cheesy to say, but when it's hard data, when there's data there, the life has changed. Including my own. That gym has changed my life, perspective wise. Every way. Like, it's doing more. It's much more than just a gym.
Well, you said cliche. I would say we should actually, what do we call it? Not trophy. I'm lost for the word for it. Give it more for people like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Support you more. Would you be called entrepreneurs?
Yeah.
Because let's face it, our society is driving to the point of nobody do give a shit.
Yeah, of course.
Like I can see kids. I will stop the car so many times, and I used to be one of those kids who go and pick the litter. I will walk past and pick something and throw it to the bin. I see kids walking around now, just throwing everything around the place. Nobody give a care.
Yeah, of course.
But I was born in 1987, and if you do it, people will look at you just like, pick your stuff up.
Yeah, like doing good is contagious.
It's nice to be nice, but also it's, for me, having all those kids in the house, like what you doing, for me, that's supposed to be role modeling. Like you having 2 kids on your own.
Yeah.
You won't teach everybody how to be a better person, but people lost it.
Yeah,
people are more of a...
Yeah, absolutely. Totally. It's true. It's true. Yeah, it's true. And like, I think nothing will change your perspective in life more than having kids.
Yeah.
Like, if you asked me, 2.5 years, 3 years ago before we had Ruby, my life, purpose, passion, core values, all that stuff, like it would have been a totally different answer. Once you have one kid, never mind two, it's like, you know what? It's just it's just totally different. Yeah, yeah. You're on the floor.
Give me one sec.
It's totally different, isn't it?
It's 100% different. I'm just checking something because I'm
good.
always freaking out. Since that incident with Brandon, now I have to just keep checking, is it actually recording?
But I think like kids, like my purpose now is to effectively serve my kids and help as many people as I can in the process. And entrepreneurship, if you want to call it that, which it is hard because everybody could do it. I'm in the fitness industry where everybody could do what you can do.
I totally need to disagree with you.
No, I totally disagree with that. As everyone is
technically everybody can do it,
and I'm not like everybody should try, but like
people are too lazy. You need to remember, people are lazy as it goes. People are too lazy to even pump their own tires.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I am. But that's a good point. I am.
Yeah. But
horses for courses.
I know myself. I promised myself, right, I'm gonna get up every day at 6-7 o'clock and go for a run.
Yeah.
Stormwood is across the road from me, and do 2.5 Ks, 1 lap. I'm gonna do that. If not, I'm gonna take my dogs and go to Greenway just to get fitter. No one's done.
Doesn't happen. Yeah. No.
Now I've got my daughter gonna go for runs with me. So 2 of them going with me today, and we're going to Stormwood after we're done here.
The fact you have Stormwood is beautiful.
Its park is beautiful. The building is doing my head in.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just changing colors, but nothing ever happens there. I never see anything, and there is a castle beside it.
Yeah.
You're not allowed in, and it's beautiful. Just want to see it.
Yeah.
I even thought to sneak in just to look at it properly, because
yeah.
I can see it like the towers and all, but you can't go there.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you.
But the park is beautiful. But coming back to you, so you have 2 kids on your own. What make you as a child, if that's true, want to fight? Like want to proceed the MMA career? Because you start very young.
So like I was just playing like football and stuff, like as every kid in Northern Ireland does, and
Ballymena.
And then it was like pre-season. I just went to an MMA session. That was really kind of. I know my brother at the time wanted to go to an MMA session, and we went together and just got totally infatuated. And like for me, like although like some people say, oh, this is a lie, it's not. Like I wasn't an athletic, or I'm not, still not an athletic person. Like I'm an athlete, but like an athletic.
I love you saying things like that.
No, but like say for example, I'm not the type. Was never the type of kid that could put their hand to any sport and play it. Like I couldn't. Like I wasn't like. We tried loads of sports as kids in school, and very often I wasn't good at the sport. That's just fact. But then when I went to MMA, it seemed to be the first sport that I was like, if you did know the technique and you could do the technique, like it didn't matter if you were muscly, it didn't matter if you were faster. If you can do the technique, you can do the move. So when I think when I found early success with that, I was very much, if I give this sport time and give this sport the time and dedication it needs, then I can be really good at it. So
you're a grafter.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Like, of course, yeah, I'm definitely that. I think that part stuck with me, and then I had a little bit of taste of competition. Got obsessed with that. The fact that I was able to then, because when I was playing football, I was always on the bench, always fighting to get in the team. Like, never was in the team. So when I was starting to win fights, and you start to get that, like, hold on, you can do something here.
Because you start whenever you were 19. That was your first fight. Was whenever you were 19.
Oh, younger, a wee bit younger, I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
2013.
2013, I would have been
18.
Yeah. 18. Yeah, not much younger. I feel like, but
probably 17, but was.
But when you think about that, like, so if I had my first fight at 18 and I'm now 31, it's a lot of fights in 12 or 13 years. So that's why for
your
me,
both careers, amateur and professional, you had so many fights.
So many fights. I fought all the time, and I think that was like, me and Paddy were talking about this weeks back. Like, I have so much like skin in the game, even though I'm young. Like I'm young, but I'm old in the sport.
Yeah.
Because I've done like.
experienced is a better word.
Experience is a better word. So like, I think my amateur record was like 13-1, 13-3, sorry, something like that. And then
I've got 8-3.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's wins missing. That's what
But
anybody says.
topology it's awful. I know the times.
Yeah.
And they don't get everything.
I remember I finished on so my last amateur fight was like a tournament where I had 2 fights in the one night. In Dublin, it was in a show called Battlezone. I had 2 fights in one night, and I remember that because in that night I went into that with 11 fights, and then at the end I was 13. So that's how I remember. But yeah, it's a lot of fights, a lot of time, like a lot of time spent. So I think what got me infatuated in MMA was just that it was in my control. There was no players. There was no the manager's son that gets on the football team because his dad's the manager. Like it was very much on me. Had great coaches, had a great relationship with everybody.
And no digs towards the
Ballymena
football team.
I tried everything now. No digs, but that's how sports is in this country. It's who you know and not what you know. And I wasn't a great player, to be honest. So MMA ticked that box for me. And but like to answer your question, like there was nothing as a kid. Like I've to this day never been in a street fight. I've never hit anybody outside of a fight.
No, we were talking with everybody who's fighting over here.
Yeah.
Sorry, on that sofa. There's no need to prove anything outside, and I think since you have certain skills and you know how to react in certain situations, you avoid those.
Yeah, of course.
Like I will never go to pub.
Yeah.
I don't drink anyway. I don't have any pleasure of drinking.
Yeah.
Except I have tons of alcohol in the house. But we don't drink. Yeah. Our family don't drink at all.
Yeah.
And even if me and my wife go to the pub, let's say some celebration, I will sit with a glass of Coke or water.
Yeah. Totally.
But I cannot stop staring at people.
Yeah.
I can't switch off he's gonna cause trouble.
Yeah, no.
He might cause trouble. There's something gonna happen.
Did you do the door?
I used to.
Yeah, of course. Then
it's like constant on.
Yeah, it's horrendous. It's bad. So I just think when I was younger, I was never confrontational. I didn't grow up in a violent family. I didn't see fighting, so I had nothing towards fighting. Nothing.
It was just fitness.
It was just fitness, and then I got the bug, and then done it that way. And then it just. When did I realize it started to become a career? Like probably when I fought for my first. Like I fought for like a British title one time, and I was like.
Bama, was it?
Bama, yeah. I beat Jai Herbert for it, and I knew flip. That's when I quit my job. I quit the full-time job and said, you know what, I'm gonna.
What did you used to do?
A lot of nothing. My last full-time job was I worked in a bus factory, like making staircases on buses. Before that I worked in like a sports retail shop, printing T-shirts. Worked in another printing shop. So, yeah, that's really it. There were never careers, and I was always probably in this stage where I was like. I knew they weren't careers, but I also didn't know what my career was going to be. Even when I was fighting to like a pretty decent level, I was like, "What am I going to do in my life?" Like, I was not like in a way where I was in trouble with that, but just like I had this question like, where will I end up? And then I think I got so busy living and doing the MMA thing that I was like, "Hold on, this is now my career." Does that make sense? Like,
that makes perfect sense, and
like I forget it thinking about it.
What I was going to refer to is. Amateur level your time whenever you started compared to now. You said you had to quit your job to be on the level you are now and you're training because that's how much time you have to spend. And I think, well, I don't know how to dress it in words properly, but I think the amateur level of MMA going beyond the point it should be as an amateur. That makes sense.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
because let's face it, the guys train like a pros. You have Nathan.
They train more than pros.
You look on Nathan and the rest of the young fellas, they eat, shit, sleep, and everything at the gym.
And like what's so good about like the likes, let's say Nathan, for example, and then like Damien, the young lads. Like
Damon's a pro now, so I even skip him.
Yeah, Damien's pro, of course.
But
I think it's because they're all that same person.
That's it. It's
like
Damien,
they like
Mas Oliver.
You can't even name because once you start naming, you have a list of 20 to go.
Exactly.
But the thing is, like Fight Academy has gave like this, like not saying I'm not one of them people that's like, oh, it wasn't available for me, but like now the facilities are there to facilitate these young guys' career to the point where they can train full time, like actual full time. Because when I think about me doing amateur or even early pro, like I was training full time, but I wasn't really. I done a morning session at 7 or 8 or 6 or 7 in the morning, and then done an evening session like 6 or 7 in the evening. Where these boys are like doing morning session, rest, afternoon session, rest, night session, rest. They're doing recovery, they're doing sauna, they're sponsored by meal companies. Like they are living the life, and that's all due to the evolution of the sport and like facilities like Fight Academy, and not just Fight Academy, gyms all around are starting to move on. That probably not the level of Fight Academy, but you know the careers opportunities these guys have now is mental. But like Nathan Mulligan, for example, like he schools me. I'm telling you, like, see when I see, like, I was talking to another coach of one of the guys Nathan was fighting, and they're like, "Oh, what's Nathan like?" Not like in a tell me what his secret. I couldn't tell you secrets. What's he like? And I was like, honestly, that kid, like, I like Nathan plays with me grappling. Like, he will choke me 4 or 5 times in a round at ease to the point now I just roll with him and ask him opinions and stuff because I'm like, give me a break. But like,
see that fucker broke my nose first time we sparred.
Did he? Yeah, he's such a
the
beast.
front kick and wasn't even a hard kick. Was a
so like I think like and that's where I think FAI is so scary. Like you know, that's what I said. This coach I was like, I haven't submitted that guy out. I don't think I've ever caught Nathan a submission. You know, maybe sparred, but like good luck to any other 18, 19-year-old fighting him.
He's just a different specimen.
Different specimen.
But
you know,
to me, he's one of the dearest people in academy, and that's gonna sound cringy. He's the first person to talk to me in academy.
Oh, it's nice, yeah.
I was so bizarre because he sat beside me, and the training session was Saturday grappling right before his fight, and he was fighting the guy from Andy's club, from Hybrid, Andy and Arno's.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and I was still in Hybrid, and he said he's fighting today. I'm like, oh, who are you fighting? Oh, I know him. I actually trained with him during the week.
Yeah.
I said, oh, nice. And we have a wee yarn. I was like, he's such a nice fella.
Oh, he's a very nice kid. Very
Same.
Nice.
I was picking my stuff for the wedding in Belfast, walking around, see him from the distance. I'm not even gonna bother with his mates. He was shouting to me, waving, come down, have a wee yarn. Like, he's such a lovely guy.
Yeah.
But I think that's towards everybody in the academy.
Of course, and like, you know, there's a common theme with like very successful people, but they have to have them life skills. Like Nathan's a very nice kid.
Like
you know, like you have to like. I'm not saying you have to be a nice person, like, or you don't have to say like, but I think there's traits that seem to constantly come up. You know, and like you have to be a respectable person. So the nice person always gets it. Normally the one that walks into the gym acting like an idiot, saying he's going to be a world beater, isn't. You know, that's common too. Like, so
that's too much UFC on TV.
Too much UFC on TV, but I think you know, I never like saying who's your top 3 picks, but Nathan is right up there at the minute. Like,
100%.
You know, again, crazy.
It's a levels for a start. It's who you surround yourself with. I know I never had it whenever I was younger. I always told my parents I want to fight. I want to try it. And my dad tried to sign me to Aikido. So I just skipped that idea from beginning. I knew from beginning, it's like, no, it's lots of bullshit. But I tried boxing. I tried anything with them. Said, no, you can go into Aikido. It's safe. It's like, the guys running addresses. No.
Yeah.
Nothing against them, by the way.
Of course.
But.
Yeah, so it's hard too, because now, like, you're a parent. I'm a parent. Like, you know, what is the right, wrong way to, like, you know, do I want my kids to go to a boxing thing and get their nose broke? Probably not, but at the same time...
Put it this way, are you feeling as a bad person? Of course you're not, mate, you're glorified everywhere. I never met anybody say even remotely stupid comment about yourself. And I talk to tons of people.
You'd find someone. But like...
Except somebody stealing your bike.
Oh, that story's ridiculous. You know that story is fabricated, don't you? That's a Shando story.
You remember whenever Shando offered me that fight?
Was I there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because even he said to me about this.
Yes.
And I could not figure out what and I was like, oh, okay, I got it now. And I'm got it because I really look forward to it because I know the guy and he's a nice guy as well. But just too much of that.
Yeah.
There's too much of a level of Conor McGregor wannabes.
Yeah.
To the point like, man, we run in freaking amateur fighting in Northern Ireland who 90% of the world didn't hear about.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna watch your Instagram or listen about talking nonsense. You're the guy who've been all over the world, far the toughest guys there are. Your first UFC fight was against the guy who's just freaking me out every time I see his picture. And those guys actually, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, it is hard because, you know, as much as you've got your Nathan Mulligans in this hand, who also like is probably prone to a wee bit of that, whatever, but like he's got the skills to pay the bills.
Yeah.
But like, and again, not against anybody fret, but listen, here's a fact: you can't be an 0-0 fighter who's never fought, or an 0-1 or a 1-0, and claim like, yeah, it's really hard to even talk about because it makes it. Like, I feel bad for saying it because then people are like, that is the way the sport's going. You need a social platform. You need. But like, there's a way. You know what it is? Knock 5 people out first, and then say it. That's probably my rules. Like if I ever have an MMA club, I would say to my fighters, listen, if you knock 5 people out in a row, you can talk about beef. I have no issue with that. But until then, don't be an idiot. Don't do that.
But he said being an idiot. It is a one thing, but some people have that golden rule of I'm gonna slobber to him, that get me fights, and I see the point. Because it's hard to get fights.
Yeah, it's hard, but like...
But it's still, do you really want to fight somebody who's like, I don't know, 5 skills above you?
Yeah, totally. And like, for me, like, yeah, I don't know, like, listen, I've had the bike one, for example, like it's a bit of crack and all, but like, I don't appreciate like people talking to me like they know me as well. Like, you know, some bit like online, like the guy involved in that one like made a joke with me, but it's not a joke if I don't know you. Like, it's not funny if I don't know you. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm all for like the lads having a bit of crack and all, but like if we're not friends or pally, like it's not a joke. Like, I don't find it that funny. So the social media thing for me is strange. Like, I personally don't find social media funny unless I know you. If that makes sense.
Marek, who we talk about, Marek summed so well. One of our colleagues, actually, who joined our team not so long ago. I'm saying ours, like I'm actually a part of a team. I train with you, put it this way.
You're part of the team.
And Marek said to me, we are changing, and he's just like, fuck, he's done here. It's like, you never hear Marek being like negative and positive. His Marek is just level. And I was just like, nah, he's all right. Like, to you, everybody's all right. Or something in that sense. Like, yeah, I like everybody.
Yeah.
But he says, all that pantsing about motorboat and showboating, talking shit like they have a freaking fight for the UFC title and stuff.
Yeah.
Mate, what are you talking about? You have 6 freaking fights in the amateur league in Northern Ireland. You talking about? They're all getting on like they're big bosses.
Yeah.
And that was all about the IFS, the big slap thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, and like that stuff. Like, again, it's hard to watch. Like,
because see, for me, I know personally the guy behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Totally different person.
Yeah.
See that camera thing?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not buying it.
Yeah. But like, I feel like, and like, you know, regardless of who we're speaking about, like it couldn't be any less about that or whoever. But for me, it's like, who's buying any of that bullshit? Like, but people are falling for it. Like, but I don't know. I think you have to look at like, you know, go further up the tree. If someone's telling you something and it sounds pretty good, just fact check. Just go around it, see like, does what they're saying align with everything around them? And normally you'll find the answer is no. Like, because when do you hear
100%.
Shando? When do you hear Shando? When do you hear Pat ever saying anything about like anything to do with the gym? Very rarely. Very rarely.
When you ever hear Pat saying something remotely unglued from the reality he's actually in the moment?
Yeah, I know.
I promise I'm gonna stop talking about Pat because he's on every single podcast. And doesn't matter who I'm talking to, he's every time appearing. It's like my man crush.
He's an enigma.
Enigma. I love that.
That word?
Yeah. He is an enigma.
He's an enigma.
He said he's never gonna come here.
He won't. He won't. I've been trying to get him to do an interview on our podcast. He won't. He'll never be here.
He said to me, I even went to his work.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him. He says, Conrad, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want podcast with the Welsh guy because he asked me. I'm never gonna do it again. What do you call him? Joe Rogan can text me. I tell him to fuck off.
You know, it's funny though because Ryan McMullen, who sang my walkout song in Belfast, we went for a coffee and I said to him, like, why do you never do podcasts or interviews? Because like, as a fan of him and music, I would like to hear him. I'd like to listen. Like when you're a fan of anyone, you try and listen to what they say. And he's like, I have nothing to say. I just want to sing. And I'm like,
that's what Marek said to me. I have nothing to say.
And that was like same as Pat too. Like, I mean, Pat obviously has stuff that we all find valuable, but he just doesn't feel a reason to say it. And sometimes I'm like, I just want to fight.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to do? Talk about fighting, or sometimes I'm just like, no, I don't want to. So Ryan Mullen gave me a lesson in that too. It's like sometimes it's okay just to want to do the thing. Not everything's a sales script.
See, with Pat, I always find Pat a person who have only enough words to say. That makes sense. He's like limited by words.
Yeah.
It's not I'm not saying he's what do you call? I don't want to say words I'm gonna regret after. He's a man of few words.
Yeah,
but they ring straight.
Totally.
You hear them and it's like,
yeah, totally. Yeah. It's like, when somebody gives you compliments, this is great for Pat. When somebody gives you compliments all the time, it starts to not mean as much. When Pat gives you a compliment, you be going home and telling your wife.
I stopped the whole sparring session because of him.
Yeah, no. But
did you hear that?
No. What happened?
I was coming back, and there was last round on, and it was on a new facility. And Pat said, "You look well, Conrad." I said, "What?"
Stop.
He says, "You lost weight. You look well." I was like, I just start shouting like, "Everybody, Pat McAllister just give me a compliment." Like everybody looking like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm coming back home happy person. Like, if I get struck by lightning, I'm dying happy. Like I'm done.
But that's what that's definitely what I like in a coach. I don't like someone to tell me something just for the sake of it. Sorry, I'm looking at your mushroom paintings here.
Oh,
you must like magic mushrooms, do you?
No. So like we are all against drugs. Sorry, not against. Like
this looks like a psilocybin cave, to be honest.
That's my wife's paintings.
Yeah.
She just decided to do it, and she seen design of the mushroom on
just looks a bit trippy, doesn't it?
Yeah. But
you have to give people a visual of your studio. So they'll want to see it.
That's the thing. It's too small, and it's half a gym as well.
Yeah, but it's cool. That's cool.
I like it. Well, it's cost a lot of work.
Yeah, it's good.
And a lot of free stuff.
I just seen the mushroom, and I was like, I must ask.
No, she paint mushrooms. There's actually a lot of mushrooms.
Do you know what I mean? It does feel like a mushroom cave.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a few questions.
I'm actually gonna have to ask her a few questions. She saw it somewhere and she started painting them. She liked painting them.
That's so funny.
I don't think. I met the guy who asked me to do ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Or whatever you call it. Or the frog thing.
Yeah.
And I said I couldn't.
I'd done ayahuasca.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I done it.
No, sorry, I couldn't. I don't see appeal in it. In it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy with where I am.
Yeah, totally. And I done ayahuasca a year and a half ago, and probably at a time where I've never been someone who's not happy or depressed, or so I'm not gonna say that it was never in that. I just done it in a way because I was curious, and I was just kind of curious, and I got a really weird opportunity to do it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. It was after having our first child, and I was like, maybe everything feels a bit funny after you have a child, so I went and done it, and it was pretty cool, pretty amazing. But did it change my life? No. Did it change my perspective for a few months? Yeah, it did. Gave me a hell of an experience, and I definitely don't regret it. I probably wouldn't do it again. I don't think you can really play with psychedelics in a way it's not free, and every time I've only ever done ayahuasca once. I've never done any recreational drug in my life. I'm not someone I've never took acid or any of that. So the only one trip I had was that. And that's probably enough, but I think from what I've read, I've done a lot of research, obviously, and any psychedelic trip you take seems to have a risk. You know, you could come out forever different person in a negative way as well. So I probably wouldn't mess with it again.
Well, I used to be very fascinated about DMT.
Oh, DMT, yeah, that done a.
That was like whenever I first learned about DMT, I said like, oh, I would love to try that.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to try that because to me it was like, oh, you speak to God, like you meet that
Yeah,
being. It's like class. I was never a massive believer.
yeah,
I always believe there's something. I still do believe there's
Yeah.
something, but I never put a pin on it. I'd say God, whatever.
yeah,
There is something for me, but I said like maybe that's gonna help me. And then as much as I'm gonna learn about it, I says like, no,
yeah.
like it's too much freaky stories. Even if half of them are untrue, no, I wouldn't do it. I was always too down earth,
Yeah.
too grounded
Mm-hmm.
to do something like might
Yeah.
change me too much.
Because it is like it's left the field. It's hippie, you know. It's again,
Happy is the
hippie. Like it's
hippie is the people, but hep
oh
the frog thing as well. What do we call it?
There's one. So there's one called Cambo.
Cambo as well.
Cambo,
Yes.
yeah. So
No, happy is the.
oh yeah, they so it's like a shoot, like a
Yes.
and they blow it in your nose. Yeah,
There's so much of stuff
yeah,
now.
they call it rapé.
Yes.
We do so that was part of all the retreat I was in, and it was crazy, like really, like crazy, like you know, crazy, yeah, uncomfortable too. Like a lot of it was very uncomfortable.
But I see. So funny that you try it because you done your research and you just want to try
Yeah.
it. But I see so many people saying to like talking to me about different drugs, and especially that Campbell thing.
Yeah, it was
I
horrible.
say it's so cool. It's so cool. It's changing my life. It's getting tattoos of the frogs and all. But every Friday you're out on a push in a pub.
100%, of course.
You still vaping like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
So that's supposed to change your life to be like more closer to the nature, and
Yeah.
you just drifting away
Crazy,
wrong way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like vaping is doing my tits in.
Yeah. People go off the smokes to vape. It's like doesn't feel like logical,
No,
you know. But
they need to try fighting.
maybe, yeah. Don't know if that helps ever.
My oldest son, he's 15, and he's against violence. He doesn't like violence. Austin, the wee one with the mullet, he's a scary one.
Yeah.
Like if he gonna keep proceeding what he's doing, I don't try to push him too much, but he is talented. Don't know how, not after me, but he's brilliant. But he's kind of a psychopath. He's that.
Yeah.
He fights like that.
Yeah.
And he's fighting on Andy's Chapman show on Sunday. Then Gabby, he's playing rugby, so he's a wee bit aggressive. Well, he's very aggressive on the pitch. But I said to them all, except Austin now, I want you to boxing and Tully Carden Boxing Club because I want you to get punched in the face. However stupid it sounds, I want you to feel it. You are not made of glass.
Yeah, totally.
And you need to be aware what you're saying and who you're saying.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. I think that's a great parent advice. And it's important. It's important to know that it's important to know that you can get punched in the face, and somebody can punch you in the face.
Yeah.
Like, and if you say to someone a comment that you feel is fine and they don't, like, do they have the right to punch you? Probably not, but like they can still do it, or they can do it for no reason. So yeah, it's important that I think I feel like I'd be aligned in that. Like I feel like, Ruby, even her being a girl, like I definitely feel.
Oh, 100%.
Like she'll be trouble for us.
Emily, she's the oldest. She's going for runs with me, and she said she wanna go with her friends. She's going to Strathern. She wanna go with her friends on the breaks to the shops. But me being me, old fashioned, I was like, I'm more than happy for you to go. And then something coming up about the parks in Vicky Park with all the. I tried to find a word not to be racist here or sound racist, like all the refugees taking pictures of kids, and it's like, last thing I want my pale,
totally, of course,
ginger, pale white skin, 12-year-old girl going near that kind of situations. So I said to her, every Saturday we're gonna do self-defense class.
Yeah, yeah, good.
And she says, what do you mean? I said, going to show you how to throw a punch and what to do. But that is a last resort if you have to, otherwise you run.
Totally. Yeah.
But it's still, I don't want my wee girls to go and have to punch somebody.
No, of course, but it's
I
also,
want them to understand the situation can be avoided. If you cannot, that's what you do.
Yeah, well, it's like, I mean, the whole quote of like, it's better to be a warrior in the garden than a gardener in the war. Like, not to be all philosophical, but like, it's
But it's true.
It would be naive. It'd be so naive. You'd be like, yeah, we'll not do it because I don't want it to happen. Yeah, well, we don't want a lot of stuff to happen.
Yeah.
You like, yeah, that.
Why you have a car insurance?
Yeah, why do you have car? Yeah, you don't plan. Like, I've never. You don't plan to crash a car. Touch wood, I don't crash a car. But like, you don't want to. Like, but this stuff is all in place. So it's hard.
You have a helmet to ride a bike.
I think it's hard having a daughter is hard too. It's hard.
Famous quote somebody told me, and I have to quote it now. Somebody said to me, and it's not my words. You have a son, you worried about one dick. You have daughter, you worried about every single one.
Yeah.
And I sat Emily, and I said to her, see your first boyfriend coming to this house? Trust me, I'm gonna put so much effort to bring all. I said I'm gonna bring Big Dave.
Big Dave, yeah.
Big Dave.
He's the man for it.
Andre, and the rest of the crew. And Ginger, if Ginger wearing big glasses, he'll look Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, oh my God.
I say I'm gonna bring all of them, sit in the living room, and just to say, start talking to him.
Yeah.
Just to put you off boyfriends till you're 30 or one would die dead.
It's really hard because, like, listen, you want your children to be happy, of course. And I think, I'm only a 2.5-year-old, so I have no life experience of this, but as of now, I feel like all you want to do is put trust into your children. And if they trust you enough where they can tell you everything, what else? Like, at the end of the day, our daughters will someday go out, date, get boyfriends. Of course, they'll get the heart broke. They have to. All that part is normal.
We are fathers,
yeah.
So for us, gonna be ridiculously stupid to understand. Well, we're gonna know because we've been on the other side.
Yeah,
we've been the guys chasing the girls. We know what we did say.
Yeah, of course.
To get our bets, so it's like
all you can do. I think all you can do is put. I guess all we can do is try and put trust in them that they'll say, "Daddy, this guy said this, this, and this." And then if it's an issue,
that's a problem.
But if it's not, like I think the trust would take care.
But I said the same about drugs and kids and alcohol. I remember me as a teenager, I was 15, 16, you start experimenting with alcohol, with somebody bring a little bit of grass and stuff. I tried grass a few times, and I know physically it's not for me.
Yeah.
Not even mentally. I feeling sick, shivering and sweating, and feeling like gonna puke. Yeah. So I said, like, no, it's not for me. And alcohol, I was drinking. We were 15, sneaking the beers out, and I said to the boys and girls, if you ever want to have a drink, and you ever go somewhere and drink, first of all, make sure you can phone me. I pick you up. But second of all, make sure I don't know about it. Be responsible to the point I don't find out you were out drinking.
Yeah.
If you're coming back home, be quiet as a mouse. Yeah. If you have few beers, be respectful enough not to put me in a position of tell you if you're 17 or 16 and coming home steaming.
Yeah, I know.
Be that respectful.
I know. Totally.
But if you're in trouble, phone me. I pick you up. Yeah, you're gonna get a bollocking after. Mm-hmm. But I want to be sure you're safe in the home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's it. That is it. Like when the day comes when they want to have their first drink, part of me is almost like I'd rather they tell me that they were going to do it, so I would know. Right, listen, I can be free for the next few hours. If it doesn't go well, I can whatever. But yeah.
But you're still young and a parent.
Oh yeah, of course. But like
I'm drifting very close to it.
Yeah, but we all want answers, don't we?
Oh wow.
But it'll be
nobody
fine.
teach you that.
No.
Nobody tell you whenever you become a parent. Yo, that's your book. You have till now.
I know.
You have everything mapped out.
Yeah.
Now you see that whole entire library here. Like that's what you're gonna learn in the next few years.
But it'll all be fine.
It will be. Like I try to be the parent opposite to my parents. Like do everything totally different.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm still what would you be called? Not strict, well, kind of. I'm a strict parent. I'm not disciplinarian. Sorry, but I'm the scary one. But they're not scared anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Once you lose that.
And I like kids being disciplined disciplined, well behaved, well mannered.
Yeah.
And everybody always keeps saying to me, they're always well mannered, they're always behaving themselves, but they never do. I can always pick on stuff. And if you come into the lessons as a punishment, I never fall through.
Yeah.
You're not allowed the phone for the next 2 days.
2 hours later.
100%.
But it's it's hard to because they are your babies.
Yeah.
You know.
All 6 of them.
And it's like, yeah, like sometimes, like, yeah, of course, when it's serious enough, yeah, of course. But like after that, like, so you have to remember their kids too. I'm not saying you. I mean, well, so all parents. Like sometimes, like I'd be like cracking up at Ruby, like she'd maybe making a bit of noise. I was like, hold on, she's 2.5-year-old.
Yeah.
Let's relax. It's fine. I've often seen parents say that thing: if nothing's getting damaged or they can't hurt themselves, then let it go. It's fine. Well,
but nothing getting damaged.
Or if nothing getting damaged, they're not sure.
Sure, twice in a row, my wheeler decided to dig the holes in the sink.
Oh dear.
With a toothpick. Just keep going and on and on and on. You can see the sink getting like a big groove in it. I'm like, why'd you do that? Oh, I don't know. And next day was exactly the same right beside us. Like,
yeah, no.
Really?
Yeah, no, stuff like that is hard. It is hard. It's a parenting test.
Yes.
It's a test.
Speaking of tests, what would be your biggest test, except being parent, just come back to the sports. What would be your biggest tests, like the biggest fight you think of? It was like mentally for preparation and your performance.
In terms of the sport or in life?
Sport and life, because let's face it, your life is sport.
I think for me that is probably the hard part. Like there is so much going on in life that it's really hard to like I have so many plates, so like sometimes like I'm very much like I kind of like eat, like, so I've got like parent, I've got the gym, I've got husband, I've got the house, you have all this stuff.
See that green sign behind the phone?
Yeah,
that's what we have.
What do you mean?
You can't see it. See the green sign behind on the door? ADHD.
Oh, yeah,
that's what it is.
So yeah, probably. So like I think of all these plates. So like when I like, so say for example, a fight's coming up, and I know that this plate needs more attention.
Yeah.
Like I sometimes struggle that other plates, not that they're not getting enough attention. I just want to be 100% with everything all the time, which is impossible.
That's teamwork.
Yeah, it's teamwork. And that's why like the gym's good. So I've got so many people that when I'm away a bit more, they're step up. When Rebecca is great with the kids, obviously it's their mom. Like, so when I'm away, she steps up more. Like it all comes in roundabouts. So, but that's my biggest struggle. That I feel like a guilt of like maybe not being at home. Is like there's maybe 12 weeks in a row I miss bedtime, but then I'm very big on getting them in the morning because then that's for me as making up, or like the gym or blah blah blah, whatever it is, it's give and take. So I suppose that's my biggest test. Like I'm a very busy person.
Yeah.
But sometimes it feels like all I do is train, which I do. But like that is my career.
That's your job, isn't it?
Yeah. So.
Well, that's your passion.
Yeah. It was a passion first. It became a job, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, if you're getting paid for your passion as a job, or is it still a passion?
Yeah, I've never. It's funny. I've never used the word job. It's because it's like it's a career. Like I'm not.
Yeah. Job sounds very
formal.
Yeah, and very sad.
Job sounds like it's not like. I mean, it's hard though because
no fun anymore.
Yeah, but then some jobs are.
Like your job, let's face it, kids have your posters in the rooms looking up to you. I don't know you realize that, but you probably do now. Like people will buy your posters. People will go and stand in a queue to get autographed by you. One of the shows I was. Oh my God! You and Norman come down to.
Oh, it was Bangor.
Yeah, it was not Bangor. It was
their show though. It was Arno's show.
Lamont.
Yeah, Fit to Fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember that I was doing security and seeing you and then seeing Norman. I'm like, holy shit, I'm in the right place.
Yeah, you know what? It's nice to be that. It's like because when I like Norman was the first person I see make it per se. Got to the UFC, fought in America, and so he was the first person I seen. So now like um actually in Ballymena the other day or the other week a kid asked me for a photo and it's like it's nice to be reminded what you are doing for like the community too because it's important like it's not just about me, it's about what I give back. And I feel like especially at this stage of my career where like, you know, like I've probably like five active years left. I want to retire young. And now at this stage of my career I'm definitely like what can I give to younger fighters as well? Like if that's advice or guidance or whatever. I think that's very important. So,
I think how your entire persona given already back.
yeah,
Tons.
probably. Like and I try and be open with people. So I think yeah, I think that's important.
Well, you are very open. You're one of the first people remembered my name. Remember, you offered me that Fight and Fight project, and he straight away referred to me as on my name, not just Big Man. Because
Yeah.
to everybody, I'm Big Man.
Which you could be called worse than Big Man too.
Or wait. My favorite, Big Trunks.
Big Trunks, yeah, Big Trunks. Here, I'm the original Big Trunks.
Everybody is a Big Trunks.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Are you the OG Big Trunks?
Well, I've got the tattoo.
No way.
I've got the Big Trunks tattoo.
I will ask. I'm not gonna ask.
You don't want to know where it is.
No.
Do you know where it is? Do you know where it is now?
No.
That's on my ass cheek. Yeah, so we got it. It's so funny. We got it on after. So when I fought in Vegas.
Yeah, the 50K.
Yeah, we got it. So it was always like an idea we had. We got a tattoo after this fight. It was like we kind of built this dream situation. We actually built it for Atlantic City and I lost, so the whole idea was squashed. And then in Vegas we ran it again, and then it happened. It was honestly, I was thinking about this the other night too. You think about everything, but like it'll probably be the best night of my career ever. Because obviously that UFC stint was hard.
Was it April, wasn't it?
Yeah, April last year.
I know, because you messaged me on the 6th of April.
This year?
Last year.
That was fight day.
That was the fight day. Because that was my wedding day.
It was, yes. Yes, it was. Correct. That was right.
You will laugh. Mm-hmm. Whenever you sent me that message, that was our dinner.
Really?
And we all sat at the table. I just grabbed my phone and see the message. And Big Dave sat there, just started laughing. I said, what did you see? And I just saw him the video like,
that's funny.
My wife said to me, now you're happy? So I'm happy. And that was already us married.
That's funny. But yeah, that was a really good day because there's so much in it, and we said after the fight. So it was
funny. Water?
Not good, thank you. To the boys, like obviously the fight was good, and we thought it would get the bonus, and the boys got 50K tattooed before the bonus. So like, I mean, I wasn't nervous. It was just a tattoo at the end of the day, but like, and then it came through. So such a cool night. Like, and Rebecca was there, and Ruby was there, and Ruby's auntie was there. Like, it was really, and we stayed in Vegas for like a few days after and done like Grand Canyon with Ruby and helicopter. And so like sometimes like you don't even realize how good moments were until after. Like, like when I look back at some of them nights in my career, like, fuck, that was so good. That was like crazy good. Like I remember I fought in Vegas a few years ago and lost, and before it I always said, oh, I'd love to like fight in Vegas, win in Vegas, go and strip with the family and get a bonus and all that stuff. And then I was like, fuck, it didn't happen. And then I got the chance and it all happened. And because I was so in it, you don't even take a chance to be like, here, remember that thing we all thought about? It just happened. It's just, but that's how life is. Like you don't have time to, or like not that you don't have time, you don't have the
opportunity.
Like you have to like pull back to it. Here, that happened. But now, a year and a half, 18 months on, I'd be like, fuck, that was really good. But we've got the photos to show it. But like, really good memory.
It's like we're building up so much for the moment, we don't enjoy it at the time.
Absolutely. You get so busy living, you forget that you've done the thing. So like that will be a hard career moment to top. And I know it means so much to the lads as well. It was their first UFC fighter, the first win, It's just crazy. Really good moment.
Well, but let's face it, you said 5 years of career. You're 30. In that level of your career, you fought in the best organization, which I can actually argue that, because people say UFC is the best organization. I'm sorry. Yes, but those guys. Right?
Yeah.
the roster is so packed.
Absolutely.
It's UFC is the name everybody going
Totally.
for. UFC is the first.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. They are the first. The
course.
Pride.
Yeah.
Pride for me was like dog balls. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I love to watch them.
Mhm.
Pancreas. But UFC created the name, spread it out so
yeah.
much,
Yeah.
and they are chasing them so bad.
Yeah, they are.
So you went from UFC, which everybody dreaming of, and in my opinion, that PFL, your last fight, that's where the hat is from. I was watching it, and I know your camp. I knew what you had to go for. I knew you had just the baby, and you're prepping. I knew how anything except having a pregnant wife in the house is difficult. Why doing anything else?
Yeah.
So watching you fight, it's like, holy shit, the man pulled it.
Well, I think it was really weird, the PFL one, because obviously got released from the UFC. Didn't know when we were going to fight. Didn't get a deal done with the PFL for whatever reason. Loads of reasons. Paul got injured. PFL come back. I haven't trained like anywhere near serious. Like, to be honest, like, you know, probably should, if it was anybody else, if it was the social media guy, I would have told more people this. But like, I literally didn't train. Like probably well, I did train like once or twice a week, because again Rebecca was heavily pregnant, due a baby the next week, and then they came in. They said Paul's out, needs da 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 da. Got a deal sorted, like, and I was like, yes, you know what, let's do it, because I'm a fighter at heart. I love to fight. I love to fight more than anything, and I was like, who have we got? They got me an opponent, and that was it. So I literally had.
He was a tough opponent. He
Tough
wasn't
opponent,
like
yeah.
a 10.
Yeah, it was good, and like, you know, me and him had worked years ago, but he's a tough guy. Alex O'Hore's a tough guy, like, but I just knew like in 2 weeks' notice I'll definitely beat him. Like, and like I feel like I beat a lot of the world in 2 weeks' notice, and it was a really good. Like, it was good because it was in Belfast, so I had no time away from home. I was home in bed that night, the same night of the fight, you know, and I was perfect. I had the child the next week, so you know the PFL hasn't got the name of the UFC right now, but they are changing fighters' lives.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, as again, maybe this is part of my journey to give back to fighters, but like UFC, 100% chase it, whatever. But like, just know that there's other options. I think
Other options, but me and Nikki, NC Shooter, we are talking a lot about PFL on podcast and behind, because he will be the dear friend of mine. And I said, like, PFL is, I wouldn't say next upcoming thing, because he used to have Bellator.
of course, yeah,
And they just swallow it.
yeah,
The whole roster, the whole Bellator and PFL and all stuff. And I said to myself, like, Bellator was from time to time more entertaining than UFC. UFC just bowled the name. And whenever you see the UFC badge, it was like, oh.
totally. And I get it, because like, you know, people will always for the rest of my life come up and mention, oh, you're in the UFC, or you're in the UFC, whatever the way they say it. And you know, I'm not going to be like, yes, but I'm not. Like, you know, it still has so much weight. So the UFC is great for the industry too, but if I'm speaking from a fighter's point of view, PFL is a really good option too.
Yeah,
it's a really good option. So,
in my opinion, from time to time is better.
You know, and at the end of the day, it is prize fighting. Like, you know, especially when you have kids, especially when you have a house. You know, you need to bring bread to the table. You need to like get them or do all this stuff. Like, money does talk as well. Like, you know,
of course it
know,
is.
and how, like, for me, it wasn't necessarily about financial. It was more about how they treat it. You know, like UFC is a machine. PFL is like, what do you think? What would you like? What's your ideas? You know, would it suit if we done this instead of this? You know, UFC was this way or no way.
Yeah.
And for me, like collaboration was good. Like, I like to be like involved in stuff. So for me, that was really exciting. It is exciting that, you know, hopefully we're gonna fight at the end of the year. They're talking about December or November. I don't. They're him in hand right now, but
please not the 12th of November, okay?
It's definitely not the 12th. So I were talking about that, but there'll definitely be another fight this year with the PFL, and then next year start moving towards their title. It has to be the plan.
Well, you're number 100th in the world.
Yeah, I seen that last night. Actually, I was looking at that last night. Funny, 100, yeah. And there's a lot of guys.
I have to keep on the top of it.
There's like a lot of guys like maybe like there's a lot of guys in the next 50 above me that's like, I should be there, but I just need more fights and more activity, and you know, it's fine.
Because you're very, very young. Like, it seems 30 is a lot for some people, but Yeah, pop.
Yeah, of course.
You
Yeah.
got the whole thing on the front of you.
Yeah.
And see with that PFL, I think that was the best movement. It's not even my opinion. Well,
Yeah.
my opinion is, but there's so many other people who are
Yeah.
way more involved in sport, like Phil Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
He could not praise you more about it.
Yeah.
If you watched it, you would know. Except the clip I sent you.
It was like the PFL was a good move.
Yeah.
But it's exciting. Let's see where it goes. Like I'm here to be active. I'm here to be busy. I'm here to get another title, and that's it. Like, so, if they keep me busy, I'll be happy.
And what we would change about the PFL?
I think, as a business standpoint,
Yeah,
I think what they need to do is tell people stories. They have to make it more known to people.
I love you.
That's what would you have said?
More advertisement,
Yeah.
but through like real life.
Yeah, totally.
Like whatever Paul had in Abu Dhabi. Sorry,
Yeah.
in Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Whenever Pat was sending the videos, everywhere.
Yeah, totally.
Faces everywhere. See you as the character here. Doesn't matter where I go, who I talk to. Doesn't matter who I have here. Everybody know your name.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what sport it is.
Mm-hmm.
Having you on a freaking TransLink or Ulster bus on the the purple driving dildos, whatever you call them. Gliders. Imagine have your face like that just to advertise. Come to Odyssey, see that guy. He's from over here.
Yeah.
He made it.
They just need to lean into the market. The Jake Paul move's exciting.
Yeah.
Jake Paul's a marketing genius.
I don't like him, but
regardless,
yes,
he's good at what he does. And like, am I his fan? No, but like,
I don't like what he does to sport. But if he can use that to promote the sport,
what he can do for PFL is very big. So that's exciting. That I think the merger begins in January. So I think from January it'll be called MVP MMA. I don't know. They don't tell us. We have no what everybody sees online is what we see. So that'll be MVP MMA from then, and let's see what it changes.
Is anybody would you like to see from our club
in PFL?
Yeah.
Well, I think Owen Masolver. I think he's links there. Obviously, the Dawn. Like I would like, let's say for example, Big Paddy. Like in my opinion, Paddy's like UFC champion material.
Yeah.
So like, I would love to see him in PFL, of course, just to see him get. But I also think I think he can do whatever he wants. So I would like to see him get UFC gold because that's what he wants. If he said he just wants something else, then go to the PFL. But like, it's hard. Like, I want everybody to be in the PFL, but like, everybody has to pick their own goal and passion first. I think everybody could be there if they want it.
No, I was thinking about our dear friend, Sean McCormack.
Mm-hmm.
How unlucky he was in the last fight.
Yeah.
Because that was
tough game.
Tough, very tough, and he is a tough guy.
Yeah.
And he's fighting PFL. That was unfortunate, and I was a wee bit unfair on him, in my opinion. But somebody said to me, "Yeah, he had lost 2 fights in a row. Like, if you think he should retire." It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, totally. But that is the sport. That's everybody's an opinion.
Look at Andy. Andy has. I can't even remember. I've got it somewhere here. So many lost fights. But let's face it, Andy made it. He got his own gym. He has kids. He run lots of pupils. He have lots of fighters coming up. But the fella do it for a love of fighting.
Of course. Like, but this, and there's this speech. It's called the Infinite Game. And the Infinite Game basically means, like, so we're playing a game where, like, people say, oh, Rhys is a more successful guy than Andy. Who dictated them rules?
Well, it's based on statistics
what,
what you win, you lose.
Like, but that's what I mean. It's an infinite game. It doesn't make any sense because, say, for example, Andy has. Let's just say I don't have family or anything like that, but Andy's a lovely, healthy family. Well, like, he wins then, surely no. But like, this is what I mean. It's an infinite game where people can say he's better, he's not. That's better than this. Like fighting is that
TV too. Mentality.
It's a TV mentality. Like, so like who cares about the whole like losses in a row as long as you're happy? That is it.
But if you do what you love, And then you love fighting, you love your family, and you love helping people. You do all three things in life you love to do.
Yeah.
Who is there to judge and say
No.
like you're more successful than somebody else?
Exactly. And who cares? Like if you're happy that you are successful, you know.
There's people, I'm always saying parents aren't straight away disadvantaged in career modes. If you can switch off from your family, somebody gonna suffer.
Yeah, totally.
You know
totally.
yourself.
Yeah, totally.
And it is a harsh game because you have to give 110% to your fighting to be successful in fighting. Good is not the same in life.
Yeah.
So now comparing you and Andy, two different people, two different athletes.
Totally.
Comparing you and Norman created his persona in Poland to the point it's just ridiculous. Everybody knows him. Like whole entire Poland know him.
Yeah, totally.
But he swing away from fighting as an athlete. He fight for the freak shows. Freak fights. It's fame. I think he's in now.
Yeah.
By the pay, very good money.
Exactly.
It's not sport. He's still go and fight.
Of course.
Those guys he's fighting, maybe they're not top tier fighters.
Yeah.
But still, those guys train.
Totally. I know. So it just depends. Like, you know, the rules, like, you know, the rules on what people are fighting for and their own rules of success is all that matters. Like, you know, nobody's, you know.
Oh, sorry. That was the whole point of you. And I was going to say you and Norman. Because I asked the question to the guys who you think would be like a face of MMA in Ireland. And someone said Norman. So what about Rhys? No, Norman is better. So why Norman is better? Hi. Well, Norman is just better. He's a better fighter. Like, we haven't seen Norman perform in years.
Yeah.
I know Norman from the, you know, whenever he fought in UFC, whenever he fought the Gamer. It was two fights they have together. Tough as it goes.
Yeah.
The toughest they can get. But he went away. He's not an athlete anymore. Well, he is training.
Yeah.
But he's not on the level he should be to be called himself.
But it's like even like that, it's like, you know, even if he's not like competing as much these days, like
he's had a fight coming up as well in Fame.
But he's still like, he is the face of Irish MMA, and so am I, and so is Paul, and so is Nathan Mullet. Like all these pattern, like everybody that's played and it, like, again, it's infinite. It's not measurable. It's not he is and he isn't. I don't look at it like that. Like, you know, you put people in a room and say Norman, Paddy, Paul, Rhys, Sean, Troy, all these guys. I've like listed. People would list it all different. Like nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's all opinion. Like, you know,
opinion.
We've all played our part for the country. So I used to be very big into that one of like, oh, who's the face of Irish MMA? And, you know, because I probably wanted it at a stage. But like,
I would say you, Paul. Storman is, he brings tons of people to try MMA. You're the guy, as you can see on the poster, and to look up to. That's the guy who's still doing what he's supposed to do as an athlete, but he also have a life, like a role model of MMA. Paul is a young fella. He is like Nathan. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're the guys. Their lives is not for everybody.
Yeah. Totally.
You are literally the role model of, oh, I'm 25, but I've got a kid. But look, that guy made it.
Yeah.
Look at where he is now.
And I suppose that's a good point. Like, there's life lessons in all of us, but there's no like number one. Like, there's no like, yes, 100%. There might be like Paul has the best fighting record out of everyone. Like, if anybody's the guy, it has to be Paul in terms of record. But in the bigger picture, like we all have our quirks. We all have our, and that's what I mean. I'd rather a shared face of Irish MMA than it's just that guy. Everybody else is not. So that's probably where I would say it.
Like watching Paul's fights, what do you think about the double fight against your man? I always try. Yeah, Usman is the easiest way. I try to let them at the dead off.
I thought the first fight was, you know what, I need to watch him back. I believe I thought the first fight was closer than the second. A lot of people think the second was closer. I think the first was closer.
The first one?
I was there. So I think in person is a different opinion on TV.
I watched it about 3 or 4 times, the whole fight.
But Paul's extremely high level. Like, we've all known that for Paul for years. So, you know, to see him in the PFL again, the PFL massively changed Paul's life. You know, will we see him in the UFC? Who knows? Like maybe, but
But Paul is, to me, Paul is like you.
mhm.
Try to find out approachable.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Paul's super approachable. Yeah, totally. He is.
Like it doesn't matter what like you can see Paul at the gym with the headphones on, but if you ask him a question,
yeah.
like yeah,
Oh, he's the nicest guy.
yeah,
he
same
is.
as you. You
He
come
is.
down and always talk, but there's the guys who come down, give you like quick short answer, being polite, and just walk away.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Parsi get KO'd by, sorry, not KO'd, get rattled badly by Paddy. And Paul next day asked me about Parsi because I was dropping him after. So it was like, that was a really nice touch for me.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, yeah, it's all important, but they're all nice guys.
Yeah, it's bizarre how people like yourself, you know, Cage Warriors world champion, number 100 in the freaking world now, guy who's 30 years old, having 2 kids, owning his business, 2 businesses, running the Fight Project. You can actually go and have a yarn with.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
It's just so bizarre. You know, it's some people's dreams. That's why I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
That's why I said I'm a mute man. I'm happy where am I?
Yeah.
I've got people like yourself coming to my sofa and talk to me about the biggest life achievements.
Yeah. But yeah, I suppose we're always like, yeah, I suppose I'm just not at context for that because I just don't, not that I don't look at myself in that way because I'm extremely proud of it all, of course. Like, I've spent my whole life to get some of that stuff that you said. But I suppose I just never see myself distanced from like normal conversation and, you know, opportunities to talk and share. Like, it's just a platform to share my story too. So,
Yeah.
you know, I've never I've never understood like someone being too big for something. Like, I don't really understand that concept. I don't understand it. So for me, when someone says, "Oh, but you're this and that," I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just Rhys." Like, you know, like I'm not. Yeah, like I mean, I'm honored and it's class, and I do love the song, and I'm aware of it. But I've never like looked at myself as anything other than just Rhys.
Other than just Rhys.
Yeah,
I think
course.
Rhys is enough.
Yeah, Rhys is enough. You know what I mean, though. Like it's
100%.
you know, I like, and I think it's very important for me. Definitely important for my values. Like, you know, I'm probably more uncomfortable when people say it than I am comfortable.
And I think you don't have to chase it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't. I definitely don't. If anything, I chase away from it.
But you know who you are.
Yeah, of course.
I did not realize what I do till Pat
Mm-hmm.
said something like he probably don't even remember saying that, but he said start talking to us before the last show. When was it? 4th of July. We all sit in the changing room, and Pat said like, "Oh, there you go. You get PTs. You've got a podcaster." I'm like, "I'm a podcaster. How cool is that?"
Yeah, cool enough.
I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
If Pat McAllister just said, "I'm a podcaster," I'm a goddamn podcaster.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You're doing a good job.
I'm trying, and I remember whenever I messaged you. That was in the old club. We were talking about like one of the interviews, and I said that's why I don't want you on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I come back home, so like I sound like a dick. I should not say that. He probably gonna think I'm a dick. I just don't like him. So I message you, and he messaged me like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come down." I'm like, I shake my hands, and I send that message to my brother. He started laughing, and say, "Who's that?" Like, I show my wife the message, and she was like, "Are you excited?" No way.
Yeah.
And exactly same feeling yesterday, because that's what I'm saying. Like, you are the pinnacle of a sportsmanship and like nice person, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's nice. It's nice to be called nice.
Yeah, it's not happened too often, isn't it?
Nah, actually, yeah, not enough in our country, but no, it's good. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it a lot. Like,
because even whenever I look back on your like post-fight interviews or what you be called the mic conference,
yeah.
I never hear you saying anything bad remotely about anybody else.
Yeah, like I mean, like again, like a normal person, I have my likes and dislikes, and you know, I definitely have grievances and stuff like I'm not a fan of, but like everybody's enough shit in their life too. Like, without somebody going on in a position where they get to talk to people and start giving off. Like, listen, trust me, I give off about stuff. There's stuff I don't like. Like, there's definitely, I'm not abnormal. I don't sit at home and complain about nothing, because I do. But I think when you definitely have the stage of like, and like you have a chance to either motivate or inspire, or like just share shit. I would always try and go with the first one. But like anything, like, we all have our likes and dislikes. There's things that do my head on, like, of course.
Like what?
Oh, don't start me. Again, this is a chance to motivate and inspire, not to talk shit. I would never use it.
See, from what is it now? 15 won fights on a professional level. Which will be the one you remember the most? Because you only have one draw as well.
Yeah, I think the one in Vegas. For now, anyway, I think that's, as of now, that's the moment.
For now.
I'm like, but I'll also be a realist. If like there's a night that doesn't overtake that, then there's not a night that overtakes it. But hopefully there is. A world title win, PFL, and a good stage would be pretty impressive. But as of now, it's the one in Vegas.
Yeah. And what about the Cage Warriors title?
Yeah, it was an amazing night too. But I just think
it's the fourth round, was it?
The fourth round knockout. I think or third round. I think just the stress of the UFC, and will he get this win out of the way, and is he going to get cut, and then to do that, and the type of fight it was, and yeah, that was good.
Because your first fight in UFC, that was 2 hours after I saw you first time, you got signed in, but your first fight was against Chimaev. I always try to call him Chismaev, don't know why. Like, what he done to Whittaker's jaw was just bizarre.
Yeah, I think
that was like let's face it, you're brand new, coming up to UFC.
Like 6 days notice, but I think I get a lot of credit for that fight. And I'm not saying I am saying I don't, like, I feel like I don't deserve the credit, because nobody knew him. Like, I didn't know who Khamzat Chimaev was. Nobody knew. The whole world didn't know how good he was. So for me, I was just taking another fight at welterweight against an unbeaten guy. No, like, I've the guy I fought in France the last time, Axel Sola, he was an unbeaten guy too. Like, maybe Nicholson. Like, I was just another unbeaten guy, and I don't mean that in any way like to take credit off me, but like, nobody knew who Khamzat Chimaev was.
Till after.
So for me, I wasn't like...
He just lost, what was it, last week or a few weeks ago?
A few weeks ago, yeah. So I wasn't, at the time, I thought, I was like, I'm fighting Khamzat, because the world wasn't like that, but that was my first one. So like, I still get the whole, you get hard done by, you had to fight the middleweight champion. He wasn't the middleweight champion when I fought him. He was just a second fight UFC guy. So for me, I always discredit that one when someone says that. Do you know what I mean? It's like someone saying to you, like, oh, like, you live in the same town as George Best lived. It's like, but nobody knew, or, you know what I mean? Or
did they?
But is that? Do you know what I mean? Though it's like,
yes, I get you.
It doesn't make sense. It's like,
nobody knew him beforehand.
Yeah, like,
well, they signed you in with him. They put a contract. You fought the guy who turned to be an absolutely freaking killing machine.
Yeah.
But one thing people forgetting, like, they give him credit, but you are a wrecking ball. Like, doesn't matter what you can say about yourself being humble, you are top tier athlete.
Mm-hmm.
You're like that S-grade. Like, if you've been Super Saiyans or Saiyans on Goku, like, you're the one with the golden hair just flashing about. And I want to keep that image in my head all the time, because to me, first time I ever sparred with you, I was grappling, and you were wearing UFC gloves and gave me a shiner, wee tiny shiner. And I still have got the video on TikTok, if I ever logged in, showing that shiner. I said, that's from Rhys McKee. And my wife was so happy about that, was laughing.
Yeah.
But to me, even do that with you was like, holy shit, that guy fought in the UFC.
Yeah,
That's the guy I look up to whenever I decide to do MMA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's nice that too.
And it's like, now I can share the mat with him.
Yeah.
And now I have him on my sofa.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's cool. No. There's lots of cool. That's beyond it. That's like new level of it. I can clearly say I'm over the moon. But you said you need to go soon.
Is this your...
That's the magic board with everybody who was
nice.
here.
300...
Don't ask about 300 yards. One of...
Oh my goodness, that's a funny quote on this.
My friend, my brother stole it or find it on a drunk night and brought it. I would just keep all the names on it. It's like...
Can you go in the zero?
You can go whenever you want.
No.
We got so many mad names here.
Where will I go? There you go.
Absolutely love it. Got Tooth Fairy. Oh, by the way, speaking of Tooth Fairy, oh shit! Have you seen the new game coming up?
What?
I have to send you that. There's a game on. You remember? You ever play any games?
No. I'm probably not the person to talk about new games.
No, it's like a game on your phone.
Okay.
Like an old Pokemon game.
Okay.
You just go tick, 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 tick. Silly.
Yeah.
It's called Jiu-Jitsu Island.
Okay.
Jiu-Jitsu Island.
Yeah.
It's brilliant because it's got guys from over here.
Oh, really?
So the dojo masters are like people from over here.
So what's Tooth Fairy to do that?
Tooth Fairy, he's the Clan Wars champion. Callum Carville.
Oh, from the gym?
From the IFS.
Oh, I have no idea who that is.
Sorry, Callum.
No, not in a bad way, but like...
No, he's a lovely guy. He's amateur, but that was another thing.
But like, there's so many shows. Like, how would you keep up? Like, you know,
Clan Wars always baffled me because it's like a pro. To me, that's a pro show, and I didn't realize it's just amateur.
Yeah.
Because the whole attachment around it, it's like...
pretty cool. Here, it's a cool setup. It is.
Did you comment on that?
No, I had my first ever... No. Yeah. No, I didn't. I had my first... I sometimes look at it as my first fight in the big show. I did one fight there at bantamweight, 61 kilo.
61 kilo.
It's unusual. You should watch it.
You're 6'2".
I fought at flyweight. Fought at 57. First ever time, and I grew up with the sport. Crazy. All the fights are on YouTube.
Hi.
So, I know, crazy. No, it's a lot different though. I didn't walk about at 95 kilo, and I was lighter. I walked about at 65 kilo.
So I have a chance.
Yeah.
No. Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.